Meet Tim Christ, a man obsessed with Pac-Man.
I feel as if his glowing light is always protecting me and guiding me and making all my enemies blue and edible. Behold, I am Pac-Man. If you've never played Pac-Man before, it's a little something like this.
Let me say for anybody, I know, for anybody that says it, you have lost a lot of weight.
Thank you, sir.
And I wish I knew how you did it.
As a person who struggles with weight, I would not say that to another person.
No, I'd be happy that it was.
No, that's very cool. I mean, it is. But I'm saying, you said like I was going to say it. I'm like, no.
You looked a little shocked. Like, is that him?
He looks great. Come on.
Yes. So
he's still rocking the hair, man. I love it.
Absolutely. I mean, well, it was a mullet in the original thing. It's still in there somewhere, but I grew the rest of the stuff around it. So it's kind of a reformed mullet thing now.
Looks very good. I got it good up tonight. Good. So you're good.
Yeah. And I don't know why when you talk, you remind me of Weird Al. Am I the only one that gets that?
I've certainly gotten that before. I mean,
oh, really? Okay.
It's a huge influence on me, and I do comedy music in my spare time and stuff. So yeah,
that's good.
A lot of that snuck through. So people who actually filmed that segment for VH1 actually said the same thing. So my interview style was like his.
Yeah, even watching that clip back then, I thought, okay,
that's a compliment too.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I only see one Pac-Man thing.
He's wearing a shirt too.
Oh, two things.
I did the shirt. Yeah, okay. I got the back on.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
That is cool. So you have it. I thought maybe because that was what 10 years ago when you did the show.
That's 20 years ago.
No, that's 10 years. What the hell, man?
You're not that old. It's probably 10 years ago when it was uploaded. But
yeah, it's weird. It was on VH1 in 2004, and then after YouTube stuff started happening, people were like just picking it up every now and then. It's like I got these 15 minutes of fame that I've been on continuous syndication. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
So how old were you when they shot that?
It was 29.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah. No, you still married?
I am still married. Yeah, just had our 25th anniversary.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
She didn't look too happy playing Pac-Man in that.
She is. My son is 20 years old, so he is actually in her at that point. So she was very pregnant, and the house was chock full of people with cameras. She was not happy.
Oh no, that explains everything right there.
Yeah. We thought it was the Pac-Man getting on our nerves, but I guess it was you.
We're both dads, so we understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to know you were hamming it up some on that, right? You were.
Yeah, well, I went into that again. They contacted me. I used to do this website called the First Church of Pac-Man. It was on GeoCities.
GeoCities, man.
GeoCities.com/soho/lost/8112/Pac-Man. Why do I remember that?
I don't know how.
We started out on GeoCities, so yeah, we relate.
But yeah, I started there, and they found me and say, "Hey, you sound like you're with Pac-Man. You want to do this thing?" I'm like, "Okay." So they did, and they came to the house, and they asked me some questions beforehand. Kind of vetted me over the phone, and they came and asked me a bunch of questions and had me run around and do stuff because. I mean, the whole yelling out the window Pac-Man thing, yes, I've done that, and yes, I told them I've done that. I have an obnoxious sense of humor. I'm a weird dude, and I like Pac-Man an awful lot. So that kind of, when the cameras are there, it's like, yeah, I'm going to be as obnoxious as possible on this. I'm going to make this absolutely ridiculous. And I did, and then they aired it, and I saw the way they edited everything, and it's like, I thought it was just full-on, completely ridiculous. They were clearly going for this story of, this guy is genuinely obsessed with Pac-Man. And, if you watch it, you can see that it's clearly not, if you have any, tether to reality, if you think about it for a while, you got to realize that there's always cameras. There's always cameras everywhere. There's a whole lot of cutting. There's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
They're asking me prompting questions on stage and all that. But it's, they edited it together in a way that made me look far less sane than reality.
I think most people knew, though. I think most people picked up that it was just a little acting to it.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of conversation about that online, but I mean, seriously, if something says it's reality television, people tend to buy it. Having been on this side of it, I can see that now. I mean, if I'm watching like Survivor or anything like that, it's like I know for a fact there's cameras everywhere, there's prompting questions in the back. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But your average person doesn't know that, and they just go, "Hey, it's reality." But that's the thing. This guy's insane. Let's hate him forever.
And I guess 20 years ago too, it's a lot different. You know,
There's that.
You really love Pac-Man though, right?
I do. Yes, that's absolutely true. I have more Pac-Man stuff. I recently moved, so I haven't had everything. You can see there's parts of my wall that are decorated yet. So this is I just moved to North Carolina, so this is all reasonably new. I still got some of the stuff set up. I mean, actually, yeah, I got the Pac-Man arcade one-up thing.
There you go.
What else I got? The walls over there. I got the marquee thing. All my old game systems and things are over in the corner there. But yeah, I don't have a lot of the Pac-Man stuff up and running yet. But
Okay, so what is it about Pac-Man?
Basically, I got into it, of course, when he was new, and it was just something popped up everywhere. It just kind of blew my mind that you know, I enjoyed the game at first, and then you know, when I got older, it's just like it started hitting me the sheer ridiculousness of the fact that basically this is a circle, and there has been like a ridiculous amount of merchandise made for this circle. I mean, I've got I've got. Just recently, my wife bought me a Pac-Man waffle maker. This is
Oh, cool.
It's a circle, and he has his own waffle maker. It's ridiculously glorious, and I just love it. I love how much has been done with him, given you know his humble beginnings.
Yeah, I think I did a video all of the Pac-Man merchandise from back in the '80s, and it was crazy how much it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a Pac-Man Mania book. I'm sure you know about that, and it was
Yes, I did have that.
Pac-Mania. It was.
Yeah, Pac-Man.
I thought it was funny back then, but I looked at it today, and it's not as funny as I remember.
I'm trying to remember anything. There was one with Pac-Man's mother-in-law that was funny as hell, but yeah, I can't remember what else there was.
Yeah, it was like Pac-Man, and it was pretty good. I had a Pac-Man watch that I loved.
Oh yeah,
I love my Pac-Man watch, but
you have a playable one or just a?
I had one as a kid. I want to buy another one now, but yeah, I had the playable one, not with the joystick. There was one with a joystick.
So badly, oh my god.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. But as you've seen earlier, I'm more of a Miss Pac-Man guy.
So I saw, yes.
To me, Pac-Man gets a little boring. It's the same thing over and over again.
It is one screen again and again, no question.
Yeah. So what you been doing in those 20 years? What do you do now?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's the best thing to do.
Fits right with us.
Let's see. By day, I'm a software engineer. I'm actually a manager now. I also, in my spare time, I do comedy music under the name Worm Quartet. So I've got that going. I'm gonna plug that because I can. I've got things here. Where did I put them? I put them somewhere. I actually put up an album of Pac-Man songs a while back called the Pac-Man EP.
Oh, cool.
Fever on here. I got stuff like that. It's Pac-Man, not Pac-Man shaped vinyl because that wouldn't work because of how needles go. But it's colored vinyl. So
nice.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like that. It's very cool.
Yeah. Those are things, and of course, you know, all the other crap. I mean, family, and like I said, I've got a son who is in the next room still. So
yeah.
Well, that's. I don't know, so yeah.
What's he think of your Pac-Man obsession?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every now and then, you know, his friends will find a YouTube video and be like, is that your dad?
And he's like, God, Dad, somebody saw the video again today.
And there he goes. Well, he's learned it. It doesn't go off the internet when you do something. He's learned that the hard way. I was going to ask you, the people at work probably all seen it too, haven't they?
That's definitely happened, yeah. I mean, I don't talk about it directly, but, you know, Google exists. Every now and then someone will look up the name, and, you know, it's my real name there, so it's not hard to find.
Well, that's how I found you.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's how I found you, because they had your name on it.
Yeah.
But
you know, there was a company picnic thing a while back, and all of our interns were there, and one of them had found me and was telling the other ones about it. And so on one side of this room, you know, while there's other stuff going on, these interns are like looking at their phones, and looking up at me, and looking at their phones, and looking up at me. Yes, I am multifaceted. Sorry.
And what was the nickname they used for you?
What's that?
What's your nickname?
Shoebox.
Shoebox. Where does that come from?
It's an obscure reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy radio.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I got you.
More sort of, you know, shoebox. I started using that as my online handle and never stopped for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. You think you can do some Pac-Man trivia?
Oh, I can trust you.
Okay.
Oh man,
You're on.
I have to ask, what's your is your favorite game the original Pac-Man, or is there a different one that's come out and all the ones since?
Oh man, it's been a lot of good ones. I've got a strange love for Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures. I know that it gets a lot of hate, but it's just such unique gameplay. I love that because you don't actually control Pac-Man. You control like you've got like a slingshot and you're hitting stuff around him. Like there were a few games like that. What was it called? I don't remember. There's an NES game where you're just trying to shoot everything around somebody. Crossbow is another one like that. We're just trying to shoot everything around Pac-Man, let him go for stuff.
I got
I like that one a lot. Back in time, I liked I like the Pac-Man World thing that they put out for the PlayStation and sequels to that. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, they were cool.
The game I'm probably best at was Mr. Do. I love Mr. Do.
Mr. Do is great. Yeah,
I
used to Dig Dug was my game, so I'm like.
All right. I've heard Mr. Do described as a thinking man's Dig Dug. That's no offense.
Oh no, I like both. They were both good.
Dig Dug was good.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Did you like the arcade reissue of Pac-Man they did for like the Dave and Buster's places?
Yeah, the world's largest Pac-Man.
Yeah. Did you like that? Oh. It was cool. I mean, you go in, and you're like, wow, this is different.
Yeah. You can play 2 player, which is also cool. But there's settings on that are weird. I went to this one really cheap ass arcade where they had set it up so that once you get through the second level, it just says thanks for playing in the game.
Oh, that's not cool. No.
They're trying to get rid of people. They don't want to be there all day.
If I don't die, then I don't want to not play.
Yeah. Are you good at Pac-Man?
Not especially.
That's honest, at
probably
least.
better than your average player, but I'm not. Billy Mitchell has nothing to fear from me.
Oh, okay. Well,
I respect the honesty.
Some of it might be cheating, so. Okay, let's do some trivia. See, if you only got 10 questions, they're really not that well. 1 or 2 might be hard, but they're basic stuff. So.
All right.
Okay. How much stuff needs to be eaten to officially clear a Pac-Man board?
You mean as in how many dots there are?
Yeah, count the Energizers.
Oh God. Okay. Well, 4 Energizers obviously, and then I'm trying to remember now. Is it 100? 72, I want to say. Wow.
244.
244.
Yeah.
I'm just making up numbers, man. I do not remember.
Well, it's
He could be too. You never know.
it's probably. Hey, I googled it. I didn't know.
Really slowly and just be like 1. 2.
Yeah, you could have counted them all, but it makes you not look as crazy. If you knew, it makes you look crazier, right? You're like,
You're immediately right.
yeah. If you're like just went right when I finished the question. What was the original name of Pac-Man in Japan?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. You got that
I
right.
played a Pac-Man machine in Japan a while ago.
Really? That's
Cool.
That's cool. Okay, what was the 1982 Pac-Man arcade game that was released?
The 1982 one?
Yeah.
Is that Pac-Man Plus or Super Pac-Man? I think 1982 was probably Super Pac-Man.
Yes! Man, you're good. You're good. How many points is a key worth in Pac-Man?
That's 5,000.
Oh, man. In the 1992 Pac-Man... Oh, should be 1982, sorry. In the 1982 Pac-Man cartoon, what was the name of Pac-Man's dog?
Chomp Chomp.
I love that dog.
That's good. I didn't even know he had a dog.
Yeah, that dog was
I knew
cute.
he had a cat. He had a cat, too, didn't he?
Sourpuss was the cat for some reason. I don't know where they got that name from. It has nothing to do with Pac-Man.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. Who is not a Pac-Man ghost? Inky, Binky, Dicky, Sue, or Clyde?
Try that one more time.
Which one of these is not a ghost? Inky, Pinky, Dicky, Sue, or Clyde?
All of them are. Dinky was in. Dinky is probably the answer it's giving you, but Dinky was in one of them. I think it was in Junior Pac-Man.
Oh, I made up Dinky. I didn't know. Okay, well, you beat my question system.
What was it? It was in what was Dinky in? Oh my God, I gotta remember. I think it was in the Pac-Man arrangement from the Namco, one of those Namco classic things.
Okay, well, he's not in the original Pac-Man game, so
No.
kind of right. We're both right on that one. Okay. Who sung the Pac-Man Fever song?
Buckner and Garcia.
I had the album.
Man, you had the album.
I had the vinyl album.
Oh, he's got it.
I do too, right there.
I wish I still did. I'm like, I don't have it anymore. I wish I did.
I still got a few things for this. So I got this square picture disc.
Oh,
that's cool. I like that.
I did love the song as a kid.
I talked to Jerry Buckner briefly because I did a cover of Pac-Man Fever on that, and I sent him a copy to see if he liked it or not. He asked for a couple of records, so.
Oh, really? Must have liked it.
That's cool.
Okay, well, what would be the perfect score in Pac-Man?
I don't remember. I know Billy Mitchell was the first one to get it. I can't remember what.
Yeah, that's a hard one. 3,333,360. Oh my God, where'd he go? Okay, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know if that was on you or me, but we went away. But your camera's working better now, so.
Awesome.
Okay, let me get my questions back up. We got two more. What was the home system? What was the first home system? I can't even read my own writing. What home system was Pac-Man first released on?
That would be the Atari VCS or the 2600.
Oh, it was horrible, wasn't it? Or do you like that one?
Bonk, bonk.
Yeah, I had the Atari 800 version. My cards on the computer, and so I had the Atari 800 version.
Is it better?
It's way better. Yeah, it's
Okay.
sparkles of the arcade game.
And last one. Who are the two fastest ghosts in Pac-Man?
Blinky and Inky.
Oh,
Very good.
Man, you did
I'm
good.
fooling this guy. He's probably
You
insulted.
still, I know, should have came with some harder
He's like,
questions.
yeah.
You're still a Pac-Man fan. I'll ask the chat to put any questions if they have for you. Yeah, but that video you did is so famous. You could do, you do video cons and stuff.
I do. I mean, I've done convention appearances,
Oh, really?
but never as the Pac-Man guy.
Oh, you should have.
Got to Warren Forte. Yeah, I've mentioned that in my. I mean, it's mentioned sometimes in my bio at places and stuff like that, but it's never been enough of a reason to get me to come to like a retro game con or anything like that.
Oh man, I figured they'd be begging you to come. I mean, everybody, even my son knows the video. Everybody knows the video, and I told my son, he's like, "Yeah, I know that guy. I watch other people watch him." So it's had a life of his own for sure. Do you like Miss Pac-Man?
I do.
Okay. Just want to say I can't be cool with you if you don't like Miss Pac-Man.
Again, I can't argue that it's. I mean, there's better gameplay there. I mean, there's more going on.
Yeah, the board changes.
You got multiple levels, fruits bouncing around. Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be a Pac-Man Miss Pac-Man fight if you said it wasn't no good.
I like Super Pac-Man.
Super Pac-Man.
Super Pac-Man is that's.
I liked it as a kid, but I could never get into it. What do I have over there?
You have Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, I got two of them. Pac-Man Plus, which isn't too fun, and
Pac-Mania.
Pac-Mania is not fun either.
I like Pac-Man.
Maybe I need to try it a little bit more.
3D one, right?
I never played as a kid, so maybe that's why I just couldn't get into it when I had it. I bought that arcade one, then I heard they got a better Miss Pac-Man one out.
Yeah, they do.
So,
Actually, you see, I bought the Pac-Man one like the day it came out because it was I got Mr. Do running out right now, but I had that as a what was it? It was a Black Friday thing, and I had it as it was it was just Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus, and I kept it that way for a couple weeks until I couldn't take it anymore and took it apart and then kept replacing the innards with a Raspberry Pi and hooked it up to the thing and running the name on it. I designed a thing for the I don't know what you call it for the. I'll point it again. See if I lose it again. But yeah, that thing with all the joysticks and everything.
The console, yeah.
Designed a new thing for that. I got that printed out, and then put two new joysticks in, put a bunch more buttons in, got a light up marquee on it, and it's basically been my midlife crisis project. Because
That's very cool.
yeah, I was wondering if you could hack in the game to put more games on it. I was kind of curious if I could.
Less hacking and we're replacing most of the guts. I mean,
okay. So it's not like just running a ROM on it or nothing?
Yeah, unfortunately, no. It comes with something that's pretty well locked down. There's been attempts to mess with it, but not a lot has happened with it.
Yeah.
Have you ever owned an original cabinet?
I have not. I've been contemplating buying one. I haven't. So if I can, my wife has agreed to let me have one in the living room. So, fingers crossed.
So do you go original cabinet or you go do the pizza sit down table?
I love that one.
Yeah, I like the stand up ones better, but yeah, the sit down was the first one I ever played. Was the sit down one.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of cool to have it.
In Potsdam, New York, and it was somewhat messed up, so the colors were off on it. So I thought Pac-Man was green for a while.
Oh wow,
a green Pac-Man. I ate too many dots. Sepp wants to know if you played the Baby Pac-Man pinball video game. However, I forgot about that.
Yes,
I used to play that.
I played that twice when it was new. It was at an arcade on the Outer Banks, North Carolina, actually, that had it, and I played it like twice. I was terrible at it. And I found it a while back. There's a barcade in Toronto that has it, and I played it there. And I played it, I don't know how many times. I finally made it past the first level once. It's ridiculously hard.
Yeah, I don't think I ever made it. But I didn't see it much. It wasn't one that was in many arcades at the time either.
no. It just, once it breaks, there's so much to fix on it because you got the game part, you got the pinball part, it's just they're a pain in the butt apparently. So yeah, there's no energized screen, no power pellets until you actually do something in the pinball game. You go down and you play the pinball game, and once you get to a certain level, then you earn power pellets.
Oh wow!
Yeah, okay. I remember it was just cool because it was pinball and a video game, so I thought that was a cool part of it. See if I got any more questions.
I have to. While he's looking at that, I want to ask you, and most people probably won't even know, but did you watch the Pac-Man episode of Secret Level?
Yes, I did.
What did you think?
I wasn't a big fan.
I wasn't either. Okay.
No fun to anybody who liked it, but I mean, it just to me, it didn't really have much to do with Pac-Man.
I think they tried too hard to make it something out there and different, and I was just like, I got through watching and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, there's a Namco game coming out with Pac-Man in it, which apparently was kind of the inspiration for that. They talked to Namco, and Namco was like, "Oh, we got this game coming out." And they're like, "Oh, let's do that." So it's kind of semi-based on that, I guess, and that looks kind of cool. It looks like a Metroidvania kind of thing with Pac-Man as like a kind of a secondary character in it.
Interesting.
But yeah, very similar looking to the Secret Level thing. I forget what it's called offhand.
Jim wants to know your thoughts on the Pac-Man Christmas special, and you watch it every year. I try to go back and watch that cartoon, and it's not as good as I remembered it as a kid.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so I didn't get ABC. I mean,
man,
we had an antenna on the roof that would, So we could get CBS, we could get NBC most of the time, not in the winter because the antenna would freeze. But we didn't get ABC, so I didn't watch it as a kid. But then when I got on the USA Cartoon Express later on, I watched it there. I think they still run the Christmas. Somebody still runs the Christmas special.
Yeah, I know some of the shows on YouTube, and I was like, this is. I tried to do it in a video, and I don't think I got about 5 minutes in and had to quit.
I used to love it too.
Yeah, I guess we're not 8 years anymore. It's different.
There's an episode where he's doing something with a ship in a bottle, and his cat falls into the bottle, and you can't tell that's what's happening because they forgot to draw the bottle, but the cat is meowing like it's stuck in the bottle. So
I got to look for that one now. That sounds.
That's pretty great.
That sounds trippy. Ask him how many bowls of Pac-Man cereal he's eaten in his entire life.
I think we only got that like once or twice. I've had it. I vaguely recall it. I mean, I think it had marshmallows and stuff.
If I was to buy some off eBay, would you come on to eat it live?
No.
Thank you so much for answering that.
Well, I wasn't going to eat it. I knew you wouldn't.
You're not gonna eat 30-year-old.
I thought about doing the Star Wars cereal, but I just can't. I thought about it. But,
cereal or not.
It doesn't do me any different. It doesn't do me much good if I just die from eating old cereal.
It might get me some views, though.
I'm gonna tell you, brand new, that cereal wasn't very good, so I can't imagine what it would taste like.
But if he gets sick and puke,
30,
I can milk
years.
I can milk it for a month with clips and everything.
I don't want to harm me.
I almost killed a Pac-Man fan.
Oh my god!
Not cool.
Okay. Gary wants to know if you played the board game with marbles. I think I had that.
Yes,
it had a little Pac-Man. It had a little plastic Pac-Man, didn't it?
Little plastic things that chink on the marbles. Yeah.
Oh, I think I did have that.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
I know I had the color forms. Remember that? That was fun.
Was it? I didn't have the color forms. Was it based on the arcade game, or was it based on the cartoon?
I can remember the box. Maybe it wasn't color form. I can just see the box in my head, so I have to look and see now. I'm thinking of something else. Have you ever seen a dog in North Carolina? What are you talking about? You? Somebody wants to know if you ever seen a dog in North Carolina.
That's a Worm Quartet reference. Thank you.
It's a what reference?
Okay.
My band's Worm Quartet. So somebody has heard of them.
Okay. Sorry.
Control Z. Wonder if you ever seen an entire dog in North Carolina. I was like, I hope he's seen better than seeing half a dog.
Just reading that with no context, I'm like, what the hell?
That's what I was like.
If it's not an entire dog, you can look it up on Spotify. It exists.
I definitely will.
Okay, because I don't read too good sometimes. And I was like, man, I'm not reading this right. Okay. So we got any
context.
Hey, man. Okay, that's all the questions. Anything you want to plug? Because I know you're doing a lot of music. Somebody wanted you to play some music, but I don't know if you're in a spot to play some music right now.
Do not have things set up to do that.
So,
there's definitely live performances and stuff on YouTube and things like that. You can find me that way. But
Yeah, and you were pretty easy to find. I just typed your name in, and it was right there. So
That'll do it.
yeah, just any more questions? Anything else? Okay, plug in the. Okay. Well, how many? Do you still play Pac-Man every day?
Every day? I never played it every day.
You don't run to the arcade where the pizza guys work?
Oh my God! You see, they did that. I actually did the math on that because they said that I had spent $10,000 playing Pac-Man every day on my lunch break. Let me see. So between a quarter game, that's 40,000 games of Pac-Man. So, and when this aired, I was 29 years old. I've been out of college for 7 years, working a 5-day-a-week job, and there's 52 weeks in a year, so that's 1,820 lunch hours. So that means in each lunch hour, I would have had to play 22 games of Pac-Man. So if we're talking a full hour of lunch, that means each game was less than 3 minutes. And I would like to think that at some point, eventually, I'd get better if that was the case.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I should be really good. I like he plays that. He's $10,000. He should be able to beat. You should be able to beat Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
But what do you like better, Pac-Man or the game, or do you like just the whole concept of Pac-Man?
I think on the whole, the concept means more.
Yeah.
Right now. I mean, I love the game. The game is fun. The game is, it's an absolute classic, no question. But just the concept is just, it's still out there. It's still giving. It's been around for over 40 years. 45 years this year. So that's
I did get a book as a kid, How to Beat Pac-Man, and it showed a pattern, but I never could get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever worked or.
I tried that. I could never. I couldn't do the patterns on that for some reason.
Yeah, I could never figure it out, especially as a kid and trying to look at the game and then run to the look at the book and then run to the arcade and you forgot. You can't remember it all.
I had a couple of these.
Like play the game while you're.
Yeah, it was just too hard.
I had a couple of these books that were nothing but like drawings of Pac-Man in different situations. It was like
that was the Pac-Mania book.
That was Pac-Mania. Okay, going like
it's like a Pac-Man. He's missing a part and it's like a Pac pizza and it's like missing a pizza.
Oh, okay. Was that what? Okay.
Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
They had that and they had a riddle joke book, I think.
There was a Pac-Man joke book of some sort. Yeah, I don't know if I have that one.
Yeah, you
I
probably.
got one of the Mastering Pac-Man books. Somebody just recently sent to me. Actually, it's got the patterns and stuff like that. It's a lot. I could go down that road and start doing that, but for whatever reason, no.
Did you have the?
I was playing it that way, honestly.
Do you have the watch? I don't know if you said that earlier when I talked about it.
I have a newer Pac-Man watch, which I'm not currently wearing, but I have a newer one. There's Timex put one out a little bit ago. It plays the Pac-Man theme.
Cool.
Stuff, but it's not playable. I don't have one to play the watches.
I tried to get one on eBay. I figured they were pretty cheap, but they were going for a lot of money. If it worked, yeah.
There was a Hubert one too, which looked pretty cool.
I did like Hubert back in the day too.
I did like Hubert. I wasn't good at it, but I liked it.
Did you particularly enjoy the movie Pixels?
I have never seen Pixels. Every time I've seen ads for it, and I'm like, this does not seem like something I want to do.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that was,
much.
I mean, it wasn't bad though.
Well, I took my kids to see it. They enjoyed it for that expo, but I never did it again.
Sure.
Somebody wants to know how tall you are because you look way taller than the cabinet.
I'm 6'3".
Okay, I don't know how tall the cabinet is, but there you go, Sip. Now you know.
Well, it's an arcade one-up cabinet, so it's not.
I think he was talking about in the pizza shop.
Yeah.
That he was about to knock over the machine.
Right.
Do you have a favorite rock band?
Do I have what now?
A favorite rock band.
Favorite rock band. Huge fan of Meatloaf. Jim Steinman's my favorite songwriter. Love that kind of stuff. Most of what I listen to is more on the punk and metal end, but yeah, that's one of my favorites. But, Common Rider, Ramones, Halloween, Annihilator, all that stuff.
So is the stuff you play with your band metal stuff, or?
I've been calling it comedy synth punk. It's all comedic lyrics. I had the most requested song of the year on the Dr. Demento show 2 years, 2004 and I think 2006. So it's that kind of thing, but musically it's punk inspired, very synthy.
Sounds cool. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
It's fun.
Straight out of Crofton wants to know: are you wearing pants?
I am in fact wearing pants.
There you go.
Okay. I don't know why he wants to know that, but
we've got weird viewers, so you know.
I haven't stood up yet. But yeah.
Okay.
They're real. I'm not.
Okay. I'm glad you got pants on because if you stood up without them, I don't want to see your Pac-Man. Why did he also said, why did Pac-Man cross the road?
I don't know. Why did Pac-Man cross the road?
He didn't put an answer.
I was going to say you should have waited for the answer before he said that.
Sit here in silence until they type it.
To eat the dots? I don't know.
Just stare at him until he types it.
Come on, straight. I call him. Give us the answer. We're not going to go on to the next. What would he play if Pac-Man was out of order?
That is a good question.
What was that?
If you went to an arcade and Pac-Man was out of order, what would you play?
That's a hard question because what's there?
Yeah, that's true.
I would assume like Mr. Do. You said you like Mr. Do.
Yeah, Mr. Do. There you
If Mr. Do or Burger Time are my two big ones that I'm actually decent at.
I don't understand some of this. Has he ever done a cover of Pac-Man's Magic Land? I don't know what that is.
Pac-Man's Magic Land?
I don't know that. You don't know that either?
I don't know what that is.
Huh?
I'm curious.
Well, Sip has stumped them. You're known. You do know you're known as the biggest Pac-Man fan ever, and that's never going to go away. I guess, is it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's people that own a lot more merchandise than me and have put a lot of effort into playing the game, and
they
absolutely hate me with a passion.
Yeah, they're right. Oh, I'm the bigger fan. Or I get upset about it. Still don't have an answer to. I still straight out of Cotton. I still don't have an answer to your.
How long total did they film you for that segment?
They came. It was most of a day, and then they needed more, so they came back again.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they gave me that megaphone. They didn't even let me keep it. They brought the megaphone and didn't let me keep it.
Oh man!
Cool. Again, I yelled at people out of my car window, but the megaphone was their idea. And,
okay.
They got permission from the mall for me to do that, so that the police wouldn't be called.
That's cool.
Control Z, which I believe is one of your fans, wants to know what does Pac-Man think about the rise of AI?
Does Pac-Man think about the rise of AI? Wow.
We're getting deep. Yeah.
You didn't know I was going to get so deep on this.
Wow.
This interview. Might have to think that one. You can't speak for Pac-Man, though.
It's interesting, because Pac-Man was inspired certainly by art, as far as a circle being art, but also by math, because a circle being math. I don't know. It's kind of a mix of both. So.
Does he have the wind-up Pac-Man and Ghost toys from the 80s?
I have a wind-up Pac-Man. It's up here. Yeah.
Dang.
Wind-up Pac-Man right there.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
Awesome.
I'm amazed you asked me for something I actually had readily available.
Yeah, you had it right there.
Still packed, but you actually got some packed. Get it? Well, it used to work. Okay. Well, it worked, but yeah, he's got the little ghost in his mouth and everything. Let's forget what the camera is.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wouldn't mind having one of those.
Sorry for the armpit close-up.
It's all good.
And Jim used to draw his own Pac-Man comic book when he was in school. I just throw that out there.
What's that?
Jim says he used to draw his own Pac-Man comic book at school. So.
Neat.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a comic with Pac-Man, weirdly.
It should have been. I want a live-action movie. They're doing everything else nowadays. So.
I'm scared what that would look like, but
Yeah.
after seeing the level, I did, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think we'll. Okay, I think we're done with you.
Really? Okay. We can do that.
If that's good, no more questions are coming up, and I think I've asked all about Pac-Man that I can.
You did.
But we'd love to have you back on anytime.
Sure.
In fact, we were going to rank the Pac-Man toys, but I couldn't get it to work.
Okay.
So maybe if you're free to come back, we'll let you do a tier list of the Pac-Man, some of the old Pac-Man toys.
I'd absolutely be done with that.
Yeah.
I'm done with that. I'd absolutely be down. Down is the way.
Down with it.
Down with hard.
Can you still do the Pac-Man sound that you did on the?
Yes.
Wow,
Man,
that's awesome, man.
Actually pretty
Still
good.
got it.
That means you play a lot of hours of Pac-Man.
I can do an excellent impression of me doing that.
Well, go ahead and warn your son that this you're gonna have a new interview out there that people are gonna be saying, "Hey, I saw your dad on YouTube."
Yeah, tell him you did. Tell him. Well, not as many people is gonna see it, and we didn't make you look bad. So I hope we didn't make you look bad. But okay, I want to thank you for coming on and.
Thanks for taking the time.
You asked me about that earlier, and I didn't answer.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right about that.
So yeah, March 7th through 9th, I think it is. It's the first full weekend in March. I'm playing MarsCon in Minneapolis. The musical guest of honor is King Missile, and it's going to be me and a bunch of other comedy musicians doing stuff. It should be fun. So yeah, MarsCon in Minneapolis.
MarsCon, Minneapolis, Minnesota. All right, cool.
You have a website?
I do. Wormquartet.com.
Okay. I'll when I clip this out for a regular video, I'll put a link in it and everything too to help people.
Oh, cool. VH1 said they do that too. They did not.
Well, we will.
Oh.
You know, we'll top VH1.
VH1. Well, look at them now. So that's all I got to say. Okay. Well, Gary said you're a very nice person, so we'll end it with that one right there. And
Appreciate it.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, I want to thank you, and I hope we didn't. If you watched the clip where we watched your video, I hope we didn't say nothing bad about you. After I reached out to you, me and him both were like, "Oh God, what did we say? What did we say when we watched it?" But
you were kind of like stunned, like, "Oh God, he's making us look bad."
yeah.
No, I was just
I'm
like,
gonna take all my stuff and go throw it away.
back in my mind, I was like, I bet they told him to like really like amp this up for the camera, you know.
We figured it.
I'm an obnoxious guy, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got a life of its own, so you must have made some people happy watching it. So everybody must have enjoyed it. Yeah. But okay, well, we'll talk again.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Say hi to the fam.
How do you close this thing out?
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.